Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of San Diego Zoo Kids Corner. I am Dr. Zoolittle. Today we are going to delve deeper into one of my favorite topics, animal habitats. We're going to see how wildlife care specialists design and build habitats for animals in their care. We have got a show that is cram-packed. We're going to visit with Marco, a wildlife care specialist from the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. We're going to do some crafts. We're going to look at magic. We're going to cook up a habitat. And of course, our friend Olivia is going to take us to a zoo in Wellington to see one of the most unique habitats over there. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for this week's episode, Designing Zoo Habitats. What do you think about when you think about your own habitat? Do you think about your home? Do you think about your environment? Perhaps you think about your city? Well, there are so many different habitats. What about a fish? What do you think their habitat looks like? Or a flamingo? What does their habitat look like? Or how about even a zebra?
Did someone say zebra?
Roberta, I am so glad you're here. I was about to start drawing lines all over my face, Roberta. Wow. I have to say, Roberta, you have got excellent hearing. Let's see if you can hear this. What does your habitat look like?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Z. Any chance to show off my habitat. It contains all the foods I like. It has a nice shelter where I can rest, water to drink, and plenty of space for me to move around. And to top it all off, Mike, my wildlife care specialist, always makes sure I have everything I need.
You know, that makes me wonder, what does it take to design and build a zoo habitat? I mean, it seems so difficult and needs so much research.
Well, our wildlife care specialists are experts at making habitats that are just right for animals. Let's ask my friend Marco. I'm sure he can tell us more about it.
Hey everybody, my name is Marco Polo Preciado Aldava Wen. It's a big name and I got a big job. I'm a senior bird keeper here at the beautiful San Diego Zoo Safari Park. Now, working an exhibit with all this array of different wildlife from different habitats, we have to really understand the animal's natural behavior. So it's not only food, it's not only water or providing shelter, but also highlighting those natural behaviors. For instance, I'm not going to be offering nesting material for giraffes. Giraffes don't use nesting material, but the wattled cranes, well, the crown cranes are in our Delta exhibit. They're a water-based species, so we offer that type of material to know that we can highlight natural behaviors. With different species, for instance, a cassowary is living in a thick rainforest habitat. Water plays a key role. They're big swimmers. Cassowaries love to swim. So providing a wall for the birds to get in, that's not only fun for the cassowary, it helps their feather production, helps them keep them nice and clean. It also simulates those natural behaviors that we're looking for that they exhibit out in the wilds of Australia and New Guinea.
I had no idea that so much work went into designing and building habitats for the animals. So many different animals, so many different requirements. Well, I guess it all starts with the four elements. You need food, water, shelter, and space. Now let's see, if I was designing a habitat for myself, there would be pizza every single day, pizza to eat. Then I would have a tree house. Exactly, a big tree house to live in, and a waterfall for fresh water. And then for my space, I'd have this Olympic-sized jogging field. Not to jog around, but I have the option. If I ever wanted to jog around, I would be jogging around that field.
I think it might be best if we leave the habitat creation to the experts, Dr. Z. And speaking of experts, you're looking at the newly appointed San Diego Zoo Joke Expert, a title very few can claim. I have been working on my jokes for you, and given that I'm an expert, I have even chosen some habitat-themed jokes for today. Okay, are you ready?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome to your stage your friend and mine. You've seen her at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. You've seen her at the San Diego Zoo. She is your headliner tonight. She's not a person, she's a zebra. So let's welcome to the stage, Roberta the Zebra! And the crowd goes wild.
Why do fish live from? What is a cheetah's favorite food? Fast food! Slam dunk for me, I think, Dr. Z. Wouldn't you agree?
Roberta, those jokes were awesome. Excellent. Good job. You know, Roberta, I think one place you would find an amazing audience for your jokes would be on the moon. Because on the moon there is no atmosphere. Hey, I heard that. You know, Roberta, speaking of the moon, you gave me that anti-gravity book. I couldn't put it down. Well, you know what, Roberta? I need to have a quick word with our guests over here. If you could just turn away if you don't mind.
Of course!
Kids, I need your help urgently. You need to send us some jokes. Roberta's jokes are awful. My jokes aren't much better. I mean, they're dad jokes, and dad jokes are the worst kind of jokes in the world. We need some kid jokes. We need you to email them to us. Make sure you have an adult help you. Send them to Z, which stands for Zebra and Zoolittle, mail@sandiegozoo.org. Send us those jokes, and if we use your joke, we'll make sure to mention your name on the air. Good job. Roberta, are you still there? You know, Roberta, I was just thinking, do you think that wildlife care specialists all around the world create new ways to make sure that animals have remarkable habitats?
Actually, Dr. Z, you just reminded me. I was just chatting with Olivia recently. She's visiting the Wellington Zoo in New Zealand and offered to show us how their wildlife care specialists have created a unique habitat for their local weta population.
A weta? What's a weta?
A weta is an insect that kind of looks like a cricket. You'll see. Over to you, Olivia.
Have you ever heard of an insect motel? Well, I haven't until today, and it's safe to say I'm pretty keen to check it out. But first, let's meet the motel guests. This interesting looking insect is a Wellington tree weta. And here at Wellington Zoo, New Zealand, hundreds of wild weta guests visit this unique motel annually. That's right, they're all wild and can check in and check out as they please. This interactive structure provides refuge for local weta, who can climb up the sides and live inside the hollows. And visitors can get an up-close look through the glass panels. And we got even closer. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the first time that you've seen a tree weta. Unless, of course, you're a New Zealand local, then you might find one of these in your backyard. They are native to New Zealand, and they are some of the largest and heaviest insect species in the world. What do they remind you of? A cricket, perhaps? They do look very similar. In fact, the weta are closely related to the cricket. But weta cannot fly, unlike most crickets. I think we still have a little bit more to learn, so let's find out a bit more from Keeper Joel.
Weta are a type of insect. That means that they have 6 legs. Wellington tree weta are arboreal. That means that they like to live in the trees where they look for their food, such as berries, flowers, and leaf litter.
I wonder, can you tell the difference between a male weta and a female weta?
Wellington tree weta males and females look different. The females have an ovipositor out the end of their abdomen, in which they use for laying eggs in the soil. The males, on the other hand, have a larger, much bigger black head with mandibles, which are mouth parts they use for locking onto other males during fighting and defending their territory and their females.
With that knowledge in mind, let's find another weta and see if you can guess if it's a male or a female. If you guessed female, you'd be correct. Check out that ovipositor. Now we know a little bit more about the weta. Are they here all year round?
The tree weta use these motels all year round. In fact, the only time they leave these hotels is at night, and this is because they are nocturnal.
Well, I think I've seen everything now. Fancy that, a motel for weta. I wonder if they've got a spare room for me for the night.
That hotel was amazing. Would you like to stay at that hotel? I would love to be a guest at that hotel, just covered in weta. Okay, it's trivia time! And today's theme is the weta. Let's see how well you know the weta. Joel, the wildlife care specialist, said that weta are arboreal animals. Where do arboreal animals live? Is it trees, the ocean, or an iceberg? If you guess trees, you are absolutely correct. Arboreal animals live in trees, like the emerald tree boa, the common brush-tailed possum, and the pileated woodpecker. I said the woodpecker! Question number 2. Weta are nocturnal animals. That means they are awake at night. Which of these animals are also nocturnal? Is it the owl? Is it the raccoon? Is it the eye? Well, guess what? If you guessed any of these animals, you're absolutely correct. All 3 of them are nocturnal animals. Final weta question. How many legs does a weta have? Is it 6, 8, or 10? Well, weta are insects. If you guessed 6 legs, you're absolutely correct. 6 legs, same as any other insect. How did you do on that trivia? You got all 3 right? Good job. You guys are geniuses. Wildlife care specialists are so busy designing and building habitats for animals, so I decided to challenge my siblings to see who could build the best shelter in their habitat. 3 of my siblings have accepted the challenge. They are Dr. R. Zoolittle.
Hello, Dr. Zoolittle here, and I'm here with...
His assistant, Maisie.
We are up to the challenge of building a fort.
Dr. E. Zoolittle.
Dr. E. Zoolittle here, and I'm going to win the fort building contest because I'm in Anza-Borrego, and that's a natural habitat.
And Chef Zoolittle.
My fort is going to be the best because I have a delicious secret ingredient.
Okay, their challenge is to see who can build the best habitat in their environment. Are you ready?
Yes.
See,
Hi.
On your mark, get set, go! And they are off. Chef Zoolittle always looks like he's whipping up this delicious treat for all of us to eat. And oh, look at my sister, she's digging, and she's digging even more. Oh, and there goes Dr. R. Zoolittle. He's got his young Maisie with him, and they are putting some pillows together, going to hide under it. I wonder what their habitat is going to look like, but they are keep going. Look at that, and Chef Zoolittle's getting another side to his delicious treat going on over there, and E. Zoolittle is still digging. She is still digging and digging and digging and digging some more, but look at that, perfect habitat made out of pillows and sheets over there. Maisie is about to dive into their habitat. Whoa, bravo! Whoa, look at that, Dr. E. Zoolittle's certainly going to get some good muscles out of all that digging over there. Chef Zoolittle, I cannot wait to eat your fort. I don't know if anyone's going to get to see it because it's going to be inside my tummy. Oh, and Dr. R. Zoolittle, look at that. Him and Maisie sitting side by side. You guys are amazing. That is a cozy and spectacular fort. I love it. I love all 3. I don't know which is my favorite one. Okay, time's up. Quit. Stop. No more building. Let's see which one is your favorite habitat. Is it Chef Zoolittle's delicacy? Or how about Dr. E. Zoolittle's deep underground fort bunker? What about Dr. R. Zoolittle and Maisie's little fort out of pillows and cushions? Hey, how would you do in a competition against the Zoolittles? Why don't you go put a fort together, take a picture of it, and get your adult to send it to us at zmail@sandiegozoo.org. We would love to see your forts, and we would love to feature your forts on our show.
Your siblings sure know how to make a mess in their habitat. I hope they remember to clean up all their fort supplies so their wildlife care specialists don't have extra work. Maybe you could make a shelter for some animals to visit your neighborhood. I have the perfect habitat craft in mind. Grab a cardboard box, some leaves, a pair of scissors, and some glue. And let's make a lizard lair!
Roberta, that craft was so much fun to watch. I love doing crafts. In fact, I want to show you some animal shelters that people have built. This is a picture of a possum home that was sent to us from a viewer in Australia. And if you've got an old pot lying around the house, you can repurpose it into an animal shelter. You can reuse it, you can recycle it. Just stick it out there, you can even paint it, but make sure you ask your grown-up first. We don't want you using one of their good pots. And grown-ups, if they use one of your good pots, you must email us, let us know. In fact, you email Roberta, she takes all complaints, at Z, which stands for zebra, mail@sandiegozoo.org. Hey, Roberta, do you know what time it is?
It's magic time, Dr. Zoolittle.
Quite right, magic time! Okay, I am going to see if I can be a good wildlife care specialist and design a habitat for an animal at the zoo. So I'm starting with a blank sheet. There's nothing on here at all. And I'm going to cut it down to size. I'm going to tear it down to size completely. There we go. We just get some more tears in there. I don't want it to be too big because, I like the bugs. So I'm going to see if I can get a habitat going for some bugs over there. Maybe I'll see what we can do. Let's just get a little bit more torn off the top over there. Okay, and I'm just going to fold it down on all sides over here. Fold it all the way down, and we're going to see my final animal habitat over there. Look at that! There's my tree house that I described earlier. It's a tree house with my waterfall, my habitat, the Dr. Zoolittle habitat that I built. Let me show you how you can do that magic trick at home. It starts with a blank piece of paper. You take your blank piece of paper, and on the back of your blank piece of paper, you're going to glue a picture of your favorite habitat or anything that you like. You tear it up, and then you fold it up on the other side, and then you unfold the piece of paper on this side showing the habitat. Oh, this is a fish's habitat. Now, I did tell you I could do magic. I didn't say I could draw pictures. You know, doing that magic trick and building that habitat has made me hungry. And I've asked my brother, Chef Zoolittle, to whip up his recipe that he used to build his fort. It's delicious to eat and easy to make.
Hi everyone, today I am going to show you how to make that delicious secret ingredient that I used in my family's fort building competition. Our ingredients are simple. If you don't have a proper piping bag, you can just use a plastic baggie like this one. Take out your frosting from the bowl, gently place it down into the bag, and then you're going to squeeze the frosting all the way down into one corner. Alright, you can see now that I have laid out my crackers here and I have prepared all of my building materials in advance. The key to good cooking is good preparation, you know. This will be the back wall, these will be the side walls. These three over here are going to be the roof. Now snip off the tip of the bag. Now I'm going to use the frosting as mortar both on the bottom to hold up my walls and then also as mortar on the side of the walls to hold things together. In place, and you know, if you wanted to, you could even start with my design and perhaps add a second story to it. So there we have it. I hope that you will have some fun with this one, and I would love to see some examples of your creativity. With your grown-ups' help, please email me a photograph of your fort at zmail@sandiegozoo.org. Until then, I am Chef Zoolittle. Thank you so much for joining us, my friends. See you next time.
Well, you know, Chef Zoolittle sent me some of his cement over there and some of his crackers, so I get to have my own delicious fort over here that I'm going to eat. Is it rude to eat in front of you? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you 30 seconds to get over here. You get here in 30 seconds, I'm happy to share. We have had such a busy episode this week. It's been amazing. First, Roberta told us all about her habitat and her wildlife care specialist, Mike, who helped give her food, water, shelter, and space. Then we met Marco from the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, and he told us how he does the same thing for his animals at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. Then we went all the way over to the Wellington Zoo in New Zealand with Olivia. We built a craft, we did some magic, we ate some food, and of course my brothers competed in our fort building competition. But we want to make sure that we get to see your pictures of your forts and all the creations that you've put together. And this is how you do it. You email us at Z, which stands for Zebra and Zoolittle, mail@sandiegozoo.org. And, oh, wait a minute, I'm hearing something in my ear. What's that, Roberta? Roberta, you'll have to speak louder. My hearing isn't as good as yours. What's it? Oh, we've got a question coming in. Who said the question? Oh, the question's coming in from Leo. What does Leo want to know, Roberta? Leo's saying it's a question for Marco. Marco, what inspired you to become a wildlife care specialist? Good question, Leo. Oh, and what advice would he give to anyone who wants to become a wildlife care specialist? Two excellent questions from Leo. I'm turning it over to Marco.
I love birds. And you know, as a little kid, I was a huge fan of dinosaurs. They were my absolute favorite, and I always wanted to be a dinosaur keeper. And I thought, well, today, what is the closest thing? Birds. And it's an amazing opportunity to work with today's modern dinosaurs with our amazing bird collection here at the Safari Park. I have three main things I always like to tell the kids out here at the Safari Park. One is knowledge. Growing up, I always went to the zoos, local parks, recreational areas, went to the library and learned all about lions, bird collections. Knowledge is very, very important key to be able to highlight some of the work that you do here at the Safari Park. And not only that, having a passion, finding out what gets you excited. For instance, for me, I had a big fan of dinosaurs, and from that, it was very easy to transition into birds. And also, volunteering. You can always volunteer at any age. Get your families together, go to your local shelters, go to the zoos, rehabilitation centers, and you can start getting a lot of experience and know what really gets you excited about working with wildlife.
That was so much fun, and I really want to thank you for joining us today on this very exciting adventure. And I hope that you'll take a walk with your grown-ups outside, and you'll start looking around you and seeing where you might find shelter for the animals in your backyard. We hope you'll join us again for some more questions and some more adventures. Until next time, stay curious, my friends, stay curious. See you soon.